He called me on the phone and said, "Hey, BR, the Hendrix and the Who are playing at some festival in New York next week. Do you want to go? I'm going to my aunt's house first in New York, and then we're going to go to this." And I was, I said, "Yeah, okay, I'll go." And my dad took us to the BW Parkway and dropped us off, gave me an extra $50, and said, "Good luck." And we took. My mother didn't want us to go because she didn't want us to hitchhike. We were hitchhiking.
We stuck our thumbs out, and a state policeman came up.
Yep.
And he pulled over and came out of the car, and he said, "Boys, I hope you're not hitchhiking. Hitchhiking's illegal on the interstates in Maryland." He said, "You see that exit? I'm going to go up to that exit and turn around and come back, and I better not see you guys here hitchhiking. You walk up that ramp and get out of here." As soon as he pulled away, we stuck our thumbs out. The first car that pulled over picked us up and took us right to my grandmother's door in Queens, New York.
Yeah.
As we're driving by, pulling out and driving down the road, we see the cop coming back down the ramp, going back looking for us.
Yeah.
And we had to ride straight to her house in Queens.
So we went to We went to his grandmother's in New York, and then he said, "All right, we're going to go down to Greenwich Village and buy posters." And I was all excited because he had these posters. I said, "Oh, I want to get one of those, and I want to get one of those." And he knew his way around, and we went down there, and we wanted to buy some pot.
Yeah.
So somehow we hooked up with some guy on the street, and he's got a baggie and he took a cigarette and he emptied out the cigarette and he put it and he was sucking the pot up into the cigarette. We're just walking right down the street in Greenwich Village, and he goes, "All right, try it." And we were like, "Oh," and we took a puff, and then we gave him the money. It was catnip.
Yeah, we went to my grandmother's house. We went up into the attic. We smoked it and we started meowing. So we thought we'd go back the next day to Greenwich Village and buy some real pot. We go and another guy on the street. He goes, he takes us into a grocery store. They're bagging groceries and everything. He pulls it out. He's got no fear. We're like, "Geez, this is not cool." Right? He pulls
we're
it out.
a couple of 17-year-old kids.
He sells it to us. We go back to my grandmother's. We start meowing again. It was catnip. Okay.
Laurel was first.
Laurel was first, definitely. Laurel was, let me see the dates here.
That was like July.
The end of July.
Yeah,
right?
end of July.
Yeah, it was, no, July 11th and 12th.
Right.
It was Laurel, and then Atlantic City was August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Right, and we got back from Atlantic City and turned around and went right to Woodstock, like the next week.
And then Woodstock was 15, 16, and 17 of August. So luck has it that we come up to the back of the stage. It's fenced in, and we don't have tickets. We were too cheap. We didn't have the money, right?
No, we didn't have
the money, so we figured we're going to crash this, right? I see all these people up at this gate, swarms, just a wave of people going through. I said, "Well, that's the gate where they're taking tickets." There was a chain link fence. We had a duffel bag. We had posters that we bought in the village.
Yeah.
I had canned goods and everything.
Yeah, we had food.
We had enough for a week because we were in New York for a few days earlier. So anyway, we throw it over the fence. We climb up, jump over the fence, and we
cut ourselves and stuff.
Yeah, we two big smiles, and this hippie standing there sitting there smoking a joint, and he goes, "Hey man, it's a free festival. You could have walked in up there."
Yeah, he says everybody's just walking in right up there. He says,
We thought we're the only two who snuck in. But the good thing about it was right behind the stage. So we just went right up front, and we were up front for all 3 days.
We sat right under those towers. If you see the movie, there's two towers where the lights were. We were. If they're on the stage, we were on the one on the right.
Yeah,
right
but that
below
stage left. Yeah, but I want to tell you what happened to the catnip. We took it with us, and these hippies next to us saw us smoke. They were smoking, and they ran out, and I guess maybe we smoked it, or they asked us.
Sold it to some other hippies at the
We
thing.
sold it, made a profit. We sold all the catnip, both stashes that we bought.
And I think they
made
loved
a profit. They loved it. They got high as shit, they thought. I said to him, "Let's get out of here before they start licking themselves and scratching." But we just sat there. Then when we left Monday morning, when the festival was over, as we're walking out, there are piles and piles of the Woodstock program.
Yeah, and
I must have gotten 50 of them, and I gave them away over the years. I've got one left.
Yeah.
I've got one left. They're going for big money now.
I know. I took a big stack of them. I remember at some point I cut them up and I cut the pictures out and stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I gave them away to everybody.